Good morning, CBD ambassadors. Decided I'd do a quick video for you guys this morning because I want you to think about something. I think it's very important. I was having a conversation with a colleague of mine, and we were talking about dreams. We were talking about goals. We were talking about wants and desires. And I was telling him, I was saying, like, did you foresee that you were going to be how you are now 5 years ago? Did you foresee that you would be living the way you're living right now, say 5 years ago? I asked him that question, and he had to think for a moment. He said, no, I didn't foresee I was going to be living like I am. Well, did you foresee that you were going to be living better than you are now, or worse than you are now? He said, truth be told, I never thought of that. Well, how do you foresee you're going to be living 5 years from now? Are you thinking about that now? He said, now I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about what I would love to be living in a better house. I would love to have a better job. I would love to have a bunch of friends. I would love to be living a legacy for my son. And he began to run down a litany of things that he wants. Some of them material, some of them spiritual, some of them just everyday stuff. And I said to him, I said, well, think of this for a second, okay? What are you doing today, from this point forward, that's going to facilitate you getting those things? What kind of mindset do you have to have? Who do you have to be talking to? What do you need to be doing? Because if you don't put stuff down on paper and you don't put down a plan to get it, say I had a goal of wanting to live here in Nevada. But the first thing I had to do is I said, well, if I'm going to live in Nevada, I got to have a place to go. And if I have to have a place to go, how much is a place like that going to cost? And I'm not going alone. I have to bring a dog with me. And not just any dog, a huge pony type of dog with me. And if I bring him with me, where is he going to live? If he's going to live with me in a house or an apartment, I have to have some kind of paperwork to show that he is a service dog, or they're not going to let him live with me because he's way over 40 pounds. He's like a 135-pound dog. So I had to think about that. I had to write that stuff down, because if I didn't write it down, it would just be a dream. Be nice. I could be nice to be living someplace. Then I thought to myself, I said, well, where am I going to live? Well, I would love to live in a house right off the bat with a nice backyard for him to run around in because he's a big dog. But if I don't have a house, where is the next best thing that I can get? Well, the next best thing for me was a 3-bedroom apartment. And not just anybody's 3-bedroom apartment. It had to be a 3-bedroom apartment with a lot of living space because I had to be able to spread out. I had to be able to foresee the furniture that I had. I had to be able to foresee what I needed to survive. And so we get off the airplane together. We go to a hotel that's roughly about 10 minutes away from where I'm supposed to live. That was by design. That wasn't by accident. So it made it easy for me to get into an Uber with my dog and come to my new apartment. Because when we arrived here in Vegas, we arrived late in the evening. So I couldn't go get my key to my place then. I had to stay overnight in a hotel. So that meant that I had to have the paperwork necessary to show the hotel proprietors that he is a service dog and he can stay in the room with me. That had to be planned out. I had to have food for him. I had to bring food with me. I had to eat. Okay? Where's he going to go while I eat? Well, there's a bathroom. He's going to be in the bathroom while I go eat, which he was. I then had to plan out, what am I going to do? I mean, I make money. I don't work for anybody. But if I'm going to make additional money, where's that money going to come from? Well, it has to come from the business I'm in. And people say, well, the business that you're in is not going to pay you the money that you need because people generally don't do what they say they're going to do. And if you live across the board on that type of business, you're going to starve to death. You're not going to be able to make it. But then at the same time, I knew from my background that over time, things don't stay the same. Initially, I may only have 1 or 2 people in my business. Maybe I'll make $15 or $20 or $30. Maybe I'll end up making $200 and maybe $400. But eventually, if you could just add $300 a month to your income, what would your income look like at the end of the year? Just with $300 a month. Do you realize, excuse me, I'm sorry. Do you realize that $300 a month on somebody's income is enough in most cases to keep somebody from going bankrupt? Just $300 a month. A year, you're talking 3 times 12 is 36. You're talking $3,600 a year. $3,600 a year is the difference between people being bankrupt and not being bankrupt. That's crazy to me. But what if you can make twice as much money? What if you can make 3 times that in a month? What if you can make 4 times that in a month? That's $1,200 a month. What would $1,200 a month do to your income if you just made an extra $1,200 a month? Wow. 12 months, that would be $14,000 a year. What would that do to your income? What would that do to your income? Be a big deal, wouldn't it? You know, you wouldn't have to make $500,000 or $1 million or $2 million to be an appreciable amount of money. It could be a hell of a lot less than that, and you could still be doing great. So the thing about that is, if I need to bring in, say, 5 people in a month to do this business, how many people am I going to have to talk to get those 5? 10 times that amount? 50 people? Maybe 100 times that amount? I don't know. But we all have a ratio that if we talk to 3 people, we might get 1 person out of that 3 to join us as a customer or an affiliate. We might talk to 5 people. It might take us 5 people to get 1 person, if that's our ratio. But we should all know what our ratio is. So if my ratio is, for every 10 people I talk to, I'm going to get 2 people, that means if I talk to 5 people, I should get 1. So if I want to get 4 people, that means I've got to talk to double the amount of people that I want to talk to. That means that I need to figure out ways and means to meet additional people. Some of those ways and means will be on Facebook. That means that we have to have the ability to have a conversation with people that we don't know, to originate a conversation with people that we don't know. And without talking their ear off, be able to have our eyes and ears open to say what we need to say, to give them a capture page or give them some place to go where they can make an intelligent decision. Okay? If we don't learn, if that's something that we need to be able to look at and say, you know what, I need this. I need to learn. I don't have that skill set. And you must be born with it. No, you're not born with it. You just cultivate it out of necessity. That's okay. So I need to practice. Yes, you need to practice. You need to practice and practice and practice and practice to nauseam. Okay, I got it. You keep practicing and you get a little bit better. And you mess up, you talk too much, you say the wrong stuff, you discourage this person, that person. You learn what not to say. And then next time you don't say that. You say something else. You learn that skill. You learn the next skill and the next skill. Then you learn how to put a third party on the phone with you, which will allow you to close your lips since you get in trouble when you speak too much. Close your mouth. Let them speak for you. Then you develop a attitude, a demeanor of business-like. People can tell that you're business-like. They're not questioning them. Is this person in business? Is this person playing? What is this person doing? They begin to tell. They say, I know nothing. I may not believe what she believes or what he believes, but I believe they believe it. Damn. Okay. And then all of a sudden you start developing a team. Initially, it's you doing all the work. You got to bring in all the representatives. You got to bring in all the customers. You got to do all the gathering of this and gathering of that. You can't see how you can make money in this endeavor because you're finding it difficult to attract people to your tribe, or people are not attracted to your tribe. So then you got to ask yourself, why am I having such difficulty attracting people to what I call a tribe? Well, maybe you don't have a tribe. Maybe it's just you. Maybe they can see that you're not really certain about what it is that you're doing. You know, maybe they don't feel the confidence that you feel, or maybe you don't feel the confidence that you should feel. And quite frankly, nobody's going to join anyone that has a lack of confidence. I know I'm not joining you. I can see it a mile away. If you don't have confidence and you speak that into existence around me, I'm not following you. I'm going to run away from you. So the first thing you need to do is you need to sit down with a piece of paper and determine what you want. Determine what you want. And then work backwards and say, what do I need to do to get there? If I want this amount of money, how many people do I need? If I need these many people, how many people do I need to talk to get these people? And when I talk to these people, what am I going to say? And is it going to be all about me? All about them? If you make it all about them, it's easy to talk to people. If you make it all about you, it's super hard to talk to people. It's a chore. It's painful. But it's not painful for people that are listening to you, for you to talk about them. It's lovely. When's the last time somebody was talking about you in a kind way that you tell them to hurry up, running your mouth? Hey, don't say no more good stuff about me. Come on, get off. Never. Never. But it wasn't a chore. It was good stuff to hear. So I want to compel you to take a good hard look at yourself. Take a good hard look at yourself and ask yourself, would you join you? Beyond the fact that you want this person to join you because you don't have any money, I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is, would you join, based upon your attitude, if you were standing outside of yourself and somebody approached you, would you join you? Why would you join you? Is there something about you that is that compelling, that makes me want to hear what you have to say, makes me want to ask your legacy, ask about what you did in your relationship, ask you how you got involved religiously, how you were this or how you were that, you know? If you got saved, how did you get saved? What makes me want to talk to you and not at you? There lies the difference. What makes me want to talk to you? What is it about you that just makes me want to man, I got to talk to this person. This person's off the hook. Or what is it about the person that makes me not want to talk to them? Do they talk too much? Do they only talk about themselves and what they used to do and what they could do? When's the last time they said something about me in a positive light? And if they can't say anything about me in a positive light, either I didn't do anything positive, or they can't envision. Everybody's got something positive. Even the people that you can't stand, they got something positive that they bring to the table. Something. They got something. They do this kind of screwed up. They do that screwed up. They are jacked up beyond measure on this, but this right here, they do pretty good. I have a lot of respect for that. Okay? But this over here, these 3 or 4 things over here, oh, they're jacked up beyond recognition. I wouldn't want to copy that. So I want to compel you to sit down and decide what you want and how you want to get it. I was reminded today by a phone call, they're going to give me some special recognition for hitting 5K this year. It's like a Zoom phone call. Yeah, I would love to be on stage receiving my award for that. But the pandemic is preventing that. So I'm going to have to live with this Zoom protocol kind of setup, you know? And I'll live with it because there are people that in the middle of the pandemic didn't do what I did. They didn't have a pandemic. They didn't talk to people every day. They didn't make a plan. They had no plan. They just did stuff as they felt was necessary to do it, and they got that, but they didn't want to get because they didn't plan to get anything. It's funny how that works, right? I look back at my life. I look back at the cross sections of my life that didn't go well and that I had to learn from and come back from and thrive from. And I feel good about where I'm at right now. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But is it worthwhile? Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't change it for the world. And I just know that I'm always looking to be better, greater, not just monetarily, not just materialistically. I should be able to wake up on any given day and feel good, feel phenomenal about being here. Because it's a gift. It's a gift. And everything else that's added to it is like cherries on a cake. What legacy are you leaving? What kind of man, woman, or child look at you and say to you, I'm so glad I met you. There's just something about you that makes me want to do more, better, and greater. If you don't have that happening in your life, you need to. It's an unbelievable feeling that you can impact another human being. Well, anyway, I've talked enough, talked too long and too much. But if you go back and listen to this video, maybe just maybe you'll begin to look at yourself in a different way. You'll see the possibilities where others might have forgotten the possibilities. You'll see the possibilities in yourself. Y'all have a good day.